Hello and welcome to Skype A Lesson. Today's lesson will be on 12-bar blues in the key of A using alterations of the dominant chord. So let's start with an A7th chord. We're going to be playing it on the first four strings, the high four strings. So if you play a full bar chord, A7th, we're just using the fourth, third, second, and first string. So your index finger will be on the note G, 5th fret. Middle finger will be on the C sharp. Your first finger again will be on 5th fret E, and the first string A, 5th fret. So that's an A7th chord. Now to have a complete A7th chord, you need the notes G and C sharp, which is the third of A7th is C sharp, and the flat 7th of A7th is G. So you need to have those present in the chord. The other notes you can alter, and we're going to do that now. So we have the G and the C sharp. Now on the second string we have the note E, which is the 5th tone in an A7th chord. So if we take that note, E, on the second string and raise it one fret, I'm going to use my ring finger for that, you have an A7th sharp 5, or some people can call it A7th flat 13th, and we'll get to that in a second. So A7th, G, C sharp, E, A. On the second string, I'm going to raise it a half step, one fret, A7th sharp 5, or A7th flat 13th. Now we're going to raise that note to the 7th fret, which is F sharp, and that becomes A 13th. So one more time, A 7th, G, C sharp, E, A. I'm going to raise the second string to F, A 7th sharp 5, raise it one more time to A 13th. Now we're going to go back to the A7th chord, and we're going to look at the first string, which is the note A. Now if we raise that a half step, that's going to be A7th flat 9. I'm adding the note B flat, so A7th flat 9. And if we raise that note, it's going to be A 9th. If I want to raise it one more time, using my pinky, A7th sharp 9. So let's go over all these chords. We started with the simple A7th chord. G and C sharp you need to have for the chord, E and A on the first and second strings. On the second string we raise it a half step. That turns that A7 to an A7th sharp 5 or A7th flat 13th. Raise it one more time, it becomes A 13th. If you want to raise it one more time, it will still be an A7th chord because you're adding the note G, which is the same note as the fourth string. So you can do that for a different inversion of an A7th chord. So here's an A7th, add your pinky on the second string, still an A7th. Let's get back to the alterations. A7th, raise it a half step on the second string, A7th sharp 5, raise it again, A 13th, one more time, back to A7th. Now the first string, we're going to raise it a half step, A7th flat 9, raise it one more time, A 9th, and raise it one more time, A7th sharp 9. So everything I showed you right now can be applied to any chord. So I'm going to move that shape, any 7th chord using the same shape is what I mean. So here's the A7th chord, slide it down to the 10th fret, same exact shape, but it's now called a D7th chord. And everything I said before applies to the D7th chord. second string, D7th, D7th sharp 5, D13th, D7th, raise the first string, D7th, raise it, D7th flat 9, D9th, D7th sharp 9. Now how can this be used in blues? Pretty sparingly. You don't want to use all these notes. It will sound a little out of the tonal center. Will change too much. So we have the A7th, and that's definitely what you want to be holding on to. And you could throw those alterations in, you know, kind of indiscriminately. So I'm going to just hang out with the A7th chord for a minute. So I kind of went to that 9th a little bit. To the 13th, A13th. So I'm just going to play around with those notes. Now D, A, just do a little slower. We're going to play 12-bar blues, and I'm going to use some of the alterations. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's still a 12-bar blues in the key of A. I just used some of the fancier extensions of the chord. From Skype A Lesson, I thank you for watching.